Oh, Jesus. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Midnight. That's the time LaJocelyn Booker, a TikTok stripper, says she walked out the door the night her 4-month-old baby died. She told investigators she was headed to a motel, meeting a man named Mario, trying to arrange a threesome, while her baby stayed home with the babysitter. But before we go deeper into this case, welcome to Dark Crime Diaries, where we unravel real cases piece by piece, timeline by timeline, lie by lie. If you're drawn to true crime that goes beyond headlines, if you want the interrogation footage, the inconsistencies, the psychological breakdowns, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Because here, we don't just tell crime stories, we dissect them. And new cases drop weekly, sometimes daily. Now, back to that night.
Excuse me?
I said, did you just get home?
Yes, ma'am. Around this afternoon time, I was out with my ex-boyfriend. We were trying to rekindle some things. I left around I said I left around 11. No, I left more like around 12. And stuff is when I left or whatever, it was just a lovely night with Kendall. I'm like, okay, the flame's back. And so I go inside. I'm like, where my baby at? I'm finna go in there. I'm finna cuddle with him, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't sleep without him. That's my teddy bear, you know what I'm saying? And then I go in there and he said some crazy shit like, I feel like somebody beat me in my sleep. And he's like, my lip feel blue. He's talking about somebody beat him in his sleep. This the ground boy. So now I'm thinking that don't even sound right there. Okay, but then at the same time, I don't know. I go in there to turn the light on, and he was like, nah, keep the light off. He was like, cause I don't want to wake the baby up. I was like, no, I'm finna wake the baby up. You know what I'm saying? And I go in there, and my baby has no clothes on, and he's black and fucking bloody to death. I felt his last breath. I think I felt his last breath. I think I felt his last breath. I think I know, Jesus. I know.
Here, let's get you.
I'm sorry. No. I'm not the perfect person, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Nobody don't do no stuff like that to no baby. I let him go stay with me because his mother don't have nowhere to stand. And everybody always grabs on me. Okay, I'm an entertainer. I take care of my kids. I do everything. Everybody, so I be the next level somewhere to stay. And he babysitting. I killed my baby. I gave you somewhere to stay. You killed my baby.
You got another child.
3. Yeah.
Where's your
I don't know. They didn't even let me see. I don't even know what's going on. I didn't get delusional. I was in the middle of the street and stuff, so
right.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on right now. I just oh my God. I just stepped in the house. So told me, he's like, don't turn the light on, the baby sleeping. So I said, fuck that shit. The fuck you gonna do? My baby right now. I ran to the street. I screamed, everybody help. I don't know CPR, man. I wouldn't know CPR. I couldn't say my baby. I didn't know it. No one would know CPR. I probably couldn't say no more. I didn't know what to do with everything. I felt a little bit, but I probably felt. I don't know what I felt. I just never seen no shit like that before. Oh, I never seen nothing like that. I thought I felt a breathe. I felt a breathe a little bit. I didn't feel a breathe. I felt a breathe a little bit. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't do nothing. I didn't know. What if I'm doing no CPR? I didn't know what to do.
But you went right away for help, right?
She didn't have phone minutes. She borrowed phones. Call logs don't align. Messages don't line up. And when detectives tried to lock down the exact moment she left, the timeline blurred.
I don't know. That's when I just came through the door. I don't know what the fuck. That's what he said. He said some stupid ass shit like that. I don't. Nah.
I need you to hold on. I need you to think
okay.
Exactly what he said.
He said feel like he got beat up in his sleep. So I go in there to walk in there to turn on the lights. I'm just now getting home. I'm getting home. Okay. I see my little boy in the window. He come outside and say, hey, pissy. Okay, I'm getting home. Now I'm finna go turn on the light. Go see my snuggle buddy. He tell me don't turn on the light. I'm gonna wake up the baby. Don't turn on the light. I'm gonna wake up the baby. You know, sometimes, you know, I'm like, no, fuck it. He need to wake up anyway. You know, I miss too.
Have you? I guess you saw the bruising.
That's a baby.
I need you to pull it together so we can get through this, okay?
Yes. Oh, who does that to a baby?
Okay.
Who does?
Listen to me. Stick with me, okay?
Okay.
Let's get this. Let's
Let's
get
get
it
it done. Let's get it done.
You saw the bruising, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Has at any time when he has watched your child, have you noticed bruising when you came home?
I probably thought it was. I seen something one time, and matter of fact, I brought it up at the WIC office, and they had said it was something because he got fair skin. He's a mixed baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's very handsome. Oh, my baby's so handsome. His eye shine color. So it was like, no, it's probably fair skin. They do that, whatever. I'm thinking that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had. My mama said she didn't trust him last night. That fucks me up.
Hold on a sec. How long ago was that when you thought there was some bruising on the child?
When did I took him to his week appointments. Day before yesterday, something like that. I think it was Monday. I set him up a week appointment to get his shots because he was behind and stuff.
So it's Monday?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I can't.
First of the week.
Yeah, somewhere up in there.
Because today is what?
I don't know what
Today's
it is.
Friday. Okay.
I'm a stripper.
That's all.
I'm sorry. Oh my God.
Have you ever seen him discipline any of your kids?
No, I never have.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever came home and the children told you that he's put their hands on them, spanked them, whipped them?
My 3-year-old, he don't talk, but he every time when he's around me, he's always like up on me, like he follow me around, like he don't want to be around here.
So when he told you, you felt like that he got beat in his sleep.
I don't know what the fuck that. Excuse my language, sir. I don't know where that came from. I come through the door and he said he feel like he got beat in his sleep. You know, I'm like, what?
Okay.
How you gonna get beat in your sleep?
When you left at midnight last night, when was the last time you saw
The baby?
your baby?
Before, matter of fact, I bathed the baby last night. I gave him a wipe out. No, I didn't. He was sitting right there. You know, he was in the bouncer. He wasn't even in the car seat. He was in the bouncer.
Okay, but before you left the house, when was the last time you put eyes?
Right before I left, because I kissed him.
Okay, so around midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see any bruising on the child's face or on the child's chest?
Well, you know what? I had seen some bruising, but that's when I had told you about the they had said it was fair skin.
Okay, what about on the lips?
I ain't seen none.
No bruising there?
No, hell no. Hell fuck no, I ain't seen none. That baby did not look like that. My baby did not look like that. Who does that to a baby?
Was there anyone else when you left at midnight?
In the house, no.
Let me finish. Let me ask you a question before you answer, okay?
I'm sorry.
Was there anyone left in the house at midnight when you left?
No, sir.
Okay. When you came home, was there anyone else there?
No, sir.
Okay, but Mario came in with you, correct? He did not come inside.
He seen my oldest son.
Duty man through the window.
Yeah, he was like, "There go Duty man." I ain't seen him. He getting big, and when I called him like, "Duty man, come down here," he came outside.
Okay.
And then that's when I noticed his diaper was sore through his clothes and stuff. I'm like, I was like, look, I feel ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Inside, because I ain't want him to hop in the car, and I don't know if he done peed or poo-pooed. I don't know what's going on.
So Mario, did he eventually leave, or was he there when you found out?
No, he didn't. That's why when I called him, he just dropped me off.
Okay.
He didn't understand what I was saying. I was like, my baby's dead.
Okay. The bruising, let's jump back first the week when you went to the WIC office with the child for the appointment. There was bruising on the eyes. Where did you think that bruising came from?
I don't know, some fear of the skin. My mama can tell you. I'm telling you, my mama has seen some bruising. My mama was asked too, because it was like, I'm thinking it's just like some fear, like, I don't know, maybe part of some shedding or something. I don't know what's going on. And then my mama said something too, and my mama said, she was like, oh, shut up, but I'm thinking, I'm like, mama, he raised all these little bitty kids, you know what I'm saying? I know them. You know what I'm saying? You never can know nobody.
No. Do you have a relationship with him at all?
Hell no. Hell no.
But listen to me. Does he feel like that there's a relationship there?
No.
I mean, has he ever told you he's attracted to you or anything like that? Not saying that you told him that.
I think he could have a crush on me, but you as a little boy, I'm 32 years old paying bills, and you staying with me because of your mother. So I mean, what kind of relationship? I mean, and I'm spoiled. I like, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't possibly thought we had anything.
Okay. So where did you think, obviously if you took him to the WIC office and you mentioned to them about the bruising, obviously you had to think the bruising came from somewhere, whether they told you it was or was not bruising. You had to, in your mind, try to think where that bruising came from, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can you explain that? What part of that? Where you thought it came from?
They had said it. They was telling me. I was probably thinking. I was staying here. I was thinking.
Hold on.
I thought
What?
I seen something. Some crossed my mind. Some crossed my mind.
What crossed your mind is what I'm asking you.
Some crossed my mind about him. Some crossed my mind about him. But I'm like, nah.
About who?
Chris.
Okay.
Some crossed my mind, but I'm like, no.
Well, can you tell me what crossed your mind?
I'm like, did he do something to me? Then I'm like, maybe my little boy jumped over him or something. I don't know. Then I was like, maybe that's what it is. I put it on the little 3-year-old. You know, sometimes they like to play with kids. Ain't nobody seen it. So that's why I'm thinking. Then the nurse, I showed it to the nurse, and the nurse had said fair skin, or I don't know, part of some peeling or something.
What office? What WIC office was that?
The one right here.
Let's talk about Christopher for a minute. Do you know anything about his education? Do you know of him to be mentally challenged?
He might be. I think you know, you can hold a conversation with him. He carry on a conversation. He done babysitted before for me. He got 3 little sisters that he didn't care for. Through his mama. Y'all met his mama, right?
I don't know.
Was she out there?
Mm-hmm.
Was she the one sitting with your 3-year-old for a little while?
Yeah.
Okay.
She got about like 8 kids. So I'm like, and he been left with them before, and he done babysitted for me before like a couple of years ago. He used to babysit them long. So I don't know. I mean, where would this shit come from? You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't think that he would do anything because he's in the past. But yes.
Have you ever had to spank Duty Man?
You man be spanking me. I'm not lying. But yeah, I spanked Duty Man, but not for real. You man be spanking me.
Okay. Have you ever had to spank your baby?
What baby?
Jimmare?
You can't spank no baby.
I'm asking you a question.
No,
I
sir.
have to ask you, okay?
Yeah, no, sir.
Have you ever dropped the baby on accident? Have you ever had any mishaps like that happen?
No.
Blunt force trauma. Not a fall. Not natural causes. A beating. And blunt force trauma doesn't happen quietly. It doesn't happen instantly. It doesn't leave room for confusion.
Whole body just black and blue. Black and blue. And I think I felt her heart. I felt that breath. So I don't know CPR. If I want to do CPR, I think I'm probably going to save it, baby. So I didn't even see nobody. I don't think I did. Like, and I just ran outside. And I went to screaming, help, 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 help. screaming, help. I stopped the car. And I gave back. I was like, help, I do know anything about CPR because I thought I felt something. And then I'm like, it's my baby alive. I don't know my baby alive. I don't know. Somebody tell me what's going on. This time he's standing in the, I think Chris was standing in the doorway or something. I'm running through the whole fucking neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Well, the little street right there.
Yeah, sure.
And then so having to find out, the lady that I gave it to was, my neighbor. And, she was like, how you? I was like, yeah, cause you know how some people be like, I wish somebody do that to my baby. I've been fucked them up or this and that. You know, but you don't know what to do. One thing you do is just scream. And then I couldn't even be right there. So I went up the street to my friend's house and I just fell out in the street or something.
Okay. So you ran outside, carrying Jimmare.
Yes.
Okay. And you didn't have to undo buckles on it. You could just pick them straight up out of that car seat.
Yeah.
Okay. Did Chris say anything?
He was looking slow, like his slow, ugly ass look. He ain't shed no motherfucking tears.
Okay.
He ain't shed no tears. Is he shedding tears now? He might be shedding tears of fear. How the fuck you gonna do something like that to a baby?
I don't know, but when you flipped on light, you're distraught finding your baby like this. Did he say what happened or?
They're like, oh shit.
He just says, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you and Mary, you go straight to this motel. Mm-hmm. You don't leave the motel again at all until about noon, roughly. And that's when Mario drives you back to your place, drops you off. He sees Leonardo from it, and he leaves. Okay, so you spend about 12 hours in that motel. Who paid for the motel? Was it you, or would it be in your name, or Mario's name? Okay. Did he already have the room rented when you got there? So you didn't have to go to the front desk and check in or nothing. You just went straight to that room. Okay. Did anybody else come over and visit you? Stay with, see you in that room? So just you and Mario in that room alone for about 12 hours. Okay. I think Leonardo being 3 years old, I mean, that's old enough that he's obviously talking and...
He's not really talking.
No?
He's not. He's weird. Because, he talks, but he talks to who he want to talk to. And if you feel comfortable with you, he don't talk to everybody. Some people be like, that boy ain't talking yet. He talk, but he won't talk to everybody. He's a listener. You know what? Y'all need to get somebody that's real, to get to sit him down and make him talk. He knows something. He's seen something.
Okay.
He's seen something. And I want to get him checked out, make sure.
We'll make sure that he's okay.
Yeah, no sexual, because
when you left with Mario, was Leonardo still awake?
No, he was asleep.
He was asleep? Okay. When you've left Leonardo with Chris in the past, did he ever seem scared or nervous or anything?
Yep.
He did?
Yep. That's when, remember I told you he was following me up on me. Was it you or was the other one? I was like, he was always following me, and I was like, I don't get from underneath me like that. Because it's like, I don't know, he was just like always near me. I'm
all the time, or just when Chris was around?
I wouldn't say all the time, but then I would have seen it really didn't show up till he started coming around. I should have never let that bitch back in my house. I should never let that bitch come to my house. I should never let her bring her goddamn kids to my house, because that's my friend's child. I'm helping her ass out. She killed my damn baby. Killed my goddamn baby.
Alright. So when you found the baby, when you found Jimmare, What was Chris's reaction?
He said, "Oh shit." His reaction was my reaction.
I mean, did you ask him why didn't you call 911, or did you say, what happened or anything like that?
I don't know. He was like, he did say, I think he said he's sorry, but I think he was saying about not. I don't know what the fuck he was saying. I don't know. All thing I know is I'm always trying to get some help. I'm thinking I'm here. I think I can feel my baby breathe still. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I know what you're saying.
So I'm just going outside. I'm running, stopping cars. I'm doing anything. I'm talking about. I'm just now getting.
You're looking for help.
Yeah, I'm just now getting in the house. I'm not expecting to see no shit like this.
You know of Christopher staying at your daughter's house?
He came when her and Shell had not.
Because your daughter said something about his mama has a bunch of kids and she don't have a place to live.
Right. But she was staying.
How long has he been staying?
When she left, whenever they had that blow about, I guess when she left.
3 weeks ago.
And then
He's been in there ever since.
I
The
guess.
last 3 weeks.
I think so.
But maybe possibly longer than that.
And
In and
then,
out.
do you know of times, or did you know, or do you know that if she was going to work or if she was
A
going
lot of
off
times she
that,
hid that from me because I was trying to get her to kind of like try to stay at home with them kids and stuff. So
she wouldn't tell you that she was leaving the kids in his care?
she would tell me, how would I say this? I'm not gonna say that she wasn't telling me that she was I will tell you, okay, I'm gonna tell you like this right here, right? She tried to keep a lot of stuff from me. I just figured stuff out on my own, is what I did. And that's why I said you need to stop leaving your kids with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So his mom, to be honest with you, she know more about that because she was around it more, because I wasn't around her like that at nighttime like that. So I don't know. But a lot of stuff she really did try to hide from me.
The child's father, do we know who he is? Do y'all have any contact with him? Know anything about him?
My only understanding.
No, not really.
No, not really, because when they broke up, she didn't even know she was pregnant with the baby.
Do we know his name?
The only thing we know
First
is just
name,
David.
Is he here or is he not here?
He supposed to be moved to Mexico because he dibble dabble a little bit here and there in business. You know he moved to Mexico, right?
No.
I
Last time he was, where he lived in
Foley.
He lived in Foley.
Johnson know the address and everything. I mean, she might not know the address off top, but she know how to get to the house or whatever. I mean, but I don't.
Is he white?
He white.
Hispanic?
He white.
White?
A white older guy.
Like in his 60s.
That man that old, he about 55. You know, like you surprised. He true.
He looked like.
Damn. Because he drinks, okay? David is not that old, okay? He about, I want to say they about 58, about 57, 58, somewhere. You say he in his 60s.
Does he know he has a child?
She contacted him, and he was calling her back and forth, because really I think he was trying to deny the child, but, I mean, the baby was half white. I mean, I don't know if y'all seen it.
Yes.
Yes.
While he's thinking of some other things, I will tell you from, the grandparent standpoint or whatever, tomorrow, we will attend the autopsy. They will do an autopsy to determine the cause of death.
Okay.
However, it's not like you see on TV. If there's something that is obvious when the doctor gets in there, then they will tell us. If there's nothing obvious, then a lot of times, they send samples and slides and stuff like that, and it takes
A while.
4 to 6 weeks
Are you serious?
to come back. However, though, with, it being, with child being an infant and so small, I mean, I feel pretty confident they will be able to determine the cause of death from my experience in doing this job. So we hopefully can be able to shed some light on, what the cause of death was.
Okay.
Because I've done this job a long time and so has he. what always looks like one thing on the outside, and when they do an autopsy,
It's
sometimes
something
you
else.
get totally different.
Right.
So-
Right.
And that's why we're going to do our due diligence to dot our I's and cross our T's to make sure we're going down the right track. And if this was an act of abuse, then we're going to put the appropriate people in jail for it.
And they need to be.
When you guys
They need to be.
autopsy, when you guys find out what the cause of death, is that something that you call her?
Well, could I find out? Could I know? I mean,
Was that something that you have to
how
wait
would
until
I find
you guys
out?
get totally done with everything?
When
I don't want to have no dealings with her.
Sure.
no, and that is something, and I'll give you my card, and that is something that at the appropriate time we'll be able to give it out. We have certain guidelines we have to go by. As long as the case is open, we're not allowed to give out any details on it.
Right.
Usually after an arrest is made and the case is closed and we're preparing for trial, those things start to become available, especially when discovery is given out, things like that. So,
Okay.
that would be something before it went to trial that I'm pretty sure that we could release to you and let you know. We just had to, they have the right, say we arrest somebody on it, they would have the right to see it before we gave it out to the general public, if that makes sense.
And it's not, just like I said, it's not that we're wanting to keep it with you. We have to maintain the integrity. If we go and say, well, it was caused by this, and then, as a part of the family, and you tell your sister or your brother,
And then they go tell somebody,
and
they
then
go
it gets
tell
all
somebody,
convoluted
right,
by the
I
time,
understand.
we
I
go
do.
to trial. That's why we kind of keep it, under our hat
I
until
understand.
it comes out.
I understand. I do. I understand that. What am I gonna do now? I mean,
Well,
what am I gonna do?
I mean,
I
talking to
mean-
many people in your shoes, that's lost their children and been the victims of homicides and so forth, is that, you have a good support system and you talk to people. We have victims advocates here that we'll be more than glad to put you in touch with, but the healing process starts. And it's not going to be immediate anytime soon. If you've ever lost a mother or father or a loved one, time heals everything, as the Bible says, and it truly does. You don't ever forget,
Right.
but you try to remember the good times to help you get through those rough times.
Right.
And that's what we have to do as humans. We wouldn't be human if we didn't have feelings, and just that, nothing can change. You'd like to be able to wake up and say this was all a bad dream, but
I think also you got a 3-year-old child out there too that,
And his daddy want him.
well, we need to make sure that child
is raised right and kept close to the vest and
on the same
just
path that need to stay on the right path and be taken care of.
Which is what I was getting ready to do.
and we're not delivering any coming to a conclusion that she's a bad mom, that he did this or so and so did this. Like I said, we form opinions like y'all do and anybody else does in this job,
Right.
but we have to wait for the evidence to support what we think sometimes.
And we still got a ways to go. We got a lot of stuff we need to look at.
We'll be working all night, so more people to interview, and then
Y'all know who a guy named Mario is?
Who's Mario?
That light skinned guy she used to go with.
Well, I'm just wondering if you know him. That's who she's saying brought her home this morning.
Oh, I know him, but I don't know him like that. I know him from in the past.
You don't
but
know do you know his last name by any
I don't
chance?
know his last name. No.
or what he does.
Nothing.
I really don't.
Like,
Hell, I thought she was at home last night. You know what I'm saying? So I
met the guy maybe 2 or 3 times. Not that I don't know him. It's one of those. Okay, well, who is it?
just like I'm meeting y'all, then I might see
this
y'all a
is my
couple more
friend.
times, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And she introduced y'all. I don't really know him like that. I really don't. I just know that she called me, had told me that they had met up with each other again because it's been a while since they seen each other. So that's all I know. But as far as me even seeing him again, you know what I'm saying, from years ago, I don't.
Yeah, we don't know nothing about his background, so forth. If he was an abusive guy or criminal record or nothing like that.
Okay.
Not that I know of. Okay.
Because like I said, there ain't nothing that you gonna tell us that we don't want. You know what I mean?
Okay. You'll probably get more information from, that's the guy name, right? Chris? Chris' mom downstairs. I mean, y'all probably get more information.
She talked to him on a pretty regular basis.
Huh?
Did she talk to him on a pretty regular basis?
Yeah, from my understanding and stuff. See, I don't want to repeat what she told me and stuff. I'd rather her tell y'all herself. You know, that he tried to call, that he was trying to call my daughter throughout the night and she wasn't answering her phone, and then he called his mama and had told his mama and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? And when he woke up, the baby wasn't breathing. And so my understanding and stuff, and so anyway, he kept trying to call her and she never answered her phone. So I don't know. I mean, that's why I say they know more than I do. I don't know.
I do have one question. Your daughter, would she use Chris's phone while she was out? Because I heard something, and I may be wrong, that her phone didn't have any minutes on it or anything like that. Does that make sense?
You know what? That's probably why she didn't text me back last night, because her phone probably was out of minutes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's possible. That's what. See, but then again, if that's the case, then if she had Chris' phone, how could Chris call his mama?
Well, when did Chris call his mama?
I want to say that this, I don't know, early part in the morning. She would know more than that. She would know more. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. She would know more than I would about that. So apparently he had to have his little Obama phone there for him to even call his mama. So if John can be out of minutes and stuff like that, you know, of course she wouldn't answer the phone and stuff, you know, when he trying to call, but still I just hate like hell that I did not get my baby, because that was my baby. You know that? That was my baby.
Well, I can assure you, every time we see, I mean, it's a tragedy, and you don't want it to happen. And you try to figure out why it happened, and it doesn't matter what answer we come up with. There's never a good answer.
There's never a good answer. The only answer I can come up with is that. Only thing I can come up with is that he in heaven.
Ain't no doubt.
Oh,
that's all I can come up with. He's a little innocent little baby.
I mean, beautiful baby.
Oh,
beautiful
is he
baby.
not beautiful? What?
Beautiful baby.
So he's an angel. It just wasn't meant for him to be here right now. God, you know what I'm saying? God just took his baby back. That's all he did. Although I wanted him to stay with me, but he can't.
There was better plans for him. So
exactly.
That's just how you got to look at it. And you know, like he said, time heals a lot of things, and it heals a lot of wounds. You just got to give it that time.
There's another witness, a man named Willie, says he saw the baby alive around midnight. Alive. So if La Jocelyn left at midnight, and the baby was alive at midnight, then whatever happened after she walked out that door, which means only one adult was inside. Chris, the babysitter. But here's what makes investigators uneasy. What if she didn't leave at midnight? What if it was earlier? Because the autopsy would later reveal something chilling.
I guess you know the reason why you're down here. Yeah. You came in on your own free will.
Right.
And you know, anytime you want to leave, you can go up and scram. All right. How do you know La Jocelyn?
Man, I've been knowing La Jocelyn for years. I think I first met her, she used to go with one of my friends like a long time ago. I've been knowing her probably about 20 years. Yeah, something like 20 years. Then we used to work together at Bay City Blues when that club was open. I've always been the same. She ain't never changed. Crazy. Crazy.
Did you are you familiar with her family or kids, things like that? Okay. When was the last time you were over at her house? And we're gonna jump back. I guess you know about the incident about her child dying.
Yeah, I was there that night.
Okay.
I was there the
night before the
I
child.
I think I was the last person to see the baby alive, besides the person who did it, if someone did it.
Tell me about that night.
Okay. Like I said, my phone was off, so I just pop up over there. But you know what I'm saying? I think I had called her from somebody else's phone earlier. I always keep in contact with her because the baby actually I was the godparent. Don't know why, because I'm not qualified to be one. But so I had just showed up. It was like maybe like 9-ish going on 10. Something like that. I showed up and
that's PM, right?
Yeah, PM.
Okay.
And she was coming down the stairs Chris opened the door, which was the dude who was there staying with her, the living babysitter, I guess. So he opened the door. I came in. She came down the stairs and she was like, "Oh, Chris, give me my like something." Like she was trying to get ready. She was like, "Hold on, Will. I'm finna." They call me Wick. And she was like, "Hold on, Wick. I'm finna come with you." And I'm like, "Nah, you can't come with me right now. I just stopped by to see what you were doing." You know what I'm saying? Because I was really finna go handle some little business that I ain't want her to know about. Because she know my girl and all that. But anyway, I'm not under the investigator. But so I was like, "Nah, you can come with me, but I'll be right back." She was like, "No, I just want you to run." I was like, I'll be right back, but you can't go right now. And she was like, "Okay." And so I left, and so when I did come back, she was gone. It was like 12, somewhere in between like 11:50 and 12:50, anywhere from that hour, from 11:50 to 12:50, somewhere like that.
Did you see the kids at all?
Not during that time, because I didn't leave the front door. I didn't leave the front door.
Did Christopher speak to you at all?
Yeah, like he usually do. He kind of off. So, you know what I'm saying? You can tell something wrong with him.
Mm-hmm.
And like he usually do, he like, "Oh, hey, Wick." And then he just walked away from the door. He opens the door. "Oh, hey, Wick." And he walks away from the door. And at that time, because the stairs was right by the front door. So, LaJocelyn was coming down the front stairs. The stairs, she was on the stairs actually when he opened the door. And so when she seen me, she was like, I guess she thought I was going to be the one to take her somewhere, because I always run her around, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, "No, I ain't staying. I just came by to check on you. You know what I'm saying? I got something to do. I can't take you right now. You can't come with me right now."
So you stayed about 5 minutes and left?
Yeah, probably about 5 minutes.
You said you came back at what time?
Probably somewhere from 11:50 to maybe 12:50, an hour from 11:50. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in between that time.
And are you feel real confident about them times?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I know it was 11:50. It probably was a little bit after 12, but anywhere from in between 12 and 1, I know.
Okay, you come back, she wasn't there?
No, she wasn't there. Chris opened the door, and I was like, "What up, Chris?" Like, what's up? He just opened the door and then walks, just like he always do, speaks, and then walks in the kitchen like he was fixing a bottle maybe or cleaning up or something. He just walked in the kitchen. I'm like, "Well, Book at?" That's what I call her, Book, because her last name Book. I said, "Well, Book at?" He said, she gone with, she left. I said, "Who she left with?" He was like, "She gone with Mario." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I said, "She coming back?" And he was like, "Yeah, when she get done doing what she doing." I'm like, "Okay." So I walked over, seen the baby and everything. Baby sitting there, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, "You all right, man?" I always go over there and tickle him on the stomach. "You all right?" And he do this thing with his arm. He always doing like this. So tickle him on the stomach, whatever, and walked out the house. I went there probably about 5 minutes in. Like, when she's not there, I don't really sit and converse with Chris because he's not mentally really there like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's... I don't even know how to describe it. He's kind of...
Just call it like it is.
I mean, he's just off. He off, you know what I'm saying? But, like, he's always kept the kid. Like, his mom is the one who requested for him to keep the kids. I remember when he wasn't staying with her, we used to drop, like, if Jocelyn had to go to work or something, we used to drop her other son off with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'd been keeping him for a while, I guess.
You talking about Duty Man?
Yeah. We used to drop Duty Man off with him.
Did you see Duty Man when you was over there?
The second time, yeah, up the stairs. He was at the top of the stairs. He always at the top of the stairs. Whoever comes to the door, he running out from his room on the top of the stairs. Yeah, I seen him, man.
Where was the baby at when you saw it?
In the living room. In the car seat, right on the floor. The car seat was sitting on the floor.
Where at? Was it close to the couch at all?
Mm-hmm.
All right, what was the child wearing?
That I could say.
Did it have clothes on?
Did it have clothes on? I really could. I touched him. I don't know. I don't even want to, you know what I'm saying? That's murky. I really can't even remember. Because I'm like, this is my routine all the time. Every time I come in there, I miss myself.
Hello.
I guess on a t-shirt, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the babies usually be a onesie. He had a onesie on.
How long did you stay?
I was in and out 5 minutes probably 3 minutes at the most.
Okay. How was the child acting while you were there?
like he usually is. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
a normal child.
Like a baby. You know?
No crying, anything
No,
like that?
no. I would. Then that would have made me stay a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying?
Did how was Christopher acting?
Like Christopher, it's just
Like
same way he always act. Okay. But he always act like that. He always real. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to describe the problem he had.
Well, you said he's taking care of the kids a long time, right? I mean, she drops kids off. She always leaves the kids with him.
Every time that we went somewhere, you know what I'm saying? If we wasn't keeping them, the baby was only 4 months. So, but Dunaman, she used to drop Dunaman off with him. They tell me he watches them all the time. Cause the first time we went to bring him over there, take him over there to where Chris stayed at, I was like, "Who is that?" And Shell was like, "Shit, that's the Chris' mother." "Oh, that's my son. He watches baby all the time. He watches everybody, baby." That's what she said. You know what I mean? So she
you ever known there to be any problems with him keeping the kids, any babysitting issues? He always took good care of them.
Like what? Like as far as him taking good care of the kids? Yeah. I mean, no. not no issue that, because when he wasn't staying there and we dropped Dunaman off, most of the time I wasn't even the one who took her to pick Dunaman back up. But she never told me about no problems she had with him. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know on that level. But like even when she's there, now as far as Chris staying at the house, even when she's there, Chris is always running, doing stuff for the kids, you know what I'm saying? She really was just, because I had to tell her a couple times, like, look, I mean, this is your baby. You know what I'm saying? This man's running around like you know what I'm saying? You got this man acting like this his child, you know what I'm saying? But
do you think she's a good parent?
Should she get parent of the year? Fuck no. But
would you leave your kid with her?
Not now. Yes. I would. We have.
Would you leave your kid with Christopher?
No. Fuck no. I really don't know Christopher. And then the way he acts, I wouldn't have left my child with him no way. For real.
Have you ever seen him act violent, crazy, anything like that?
No. But the first time I ever seen any kind of thing like that was, okay, his mother was staying there too at one point with LaJocelyn.
Michelle?
Huh?
Michelle?
Yeah. She left. They got into it or something, and she left. So one night she comes to the house. Me, Chris, and LaJocelyn and the kids, we there. She comes to the house, knocks on the door. Boom. I open the door. She was like, "Yeah, bitch, I told you I was coming back," but it wasn't on no violent shit. It was just that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no money, so you thought I wasn't gonna go, but I got some money now, and I got my friend with me. He finna come in and do a little coke with us, and you know what I'm saying, all this shit. And she was like, "I told you I was coming back, bitch. I wasn't just staying here on you, not paying you nothing. I told you I was gonna give you something. I got something for you. It's on, bitch, whatever." So Chris is standing right by the steps, like where I'm standing. And Nichelle is explaining to me what happened with her and Book, how they got into it, you know what I'm saying?
Who was this saying this?
That was Nichelle. She came over there.
Okay.
Yeah, she told me, "I got some money now, and I brought my friend over here. He got plenty of coke. He finna do it with us." She telling me and Jocelyn is, right? And all this, and so she was like, "Yeah, he in the car." But, "Oh, wait, she ain't tell me." This is Michelle now. "Wait, she ain't tell you how she tried me, didn't it? Yeah, we got into it and all this and that." And Boo was like, "Shut up, bitch. You know we always get into it, you know what I'm saying, or some shit like that." So, the whole time, I'm listening to shit telling me, she was like, "Yeah, I thought I was going to have to whoop her and Chris' ass up in here, all this and that." And that made me look at Chris. And Chris, I had never seen Chris like, I guess him and his mom got something going on. Because when I looked at Chris was just standing at the side of her face the whole time she talking to me, like, just like, you know what I'm saying? So she kept talking. She'll look at Chris, then she'll look off, and he just looked like, he like, "Bitch, I kill you." Like he really had something against this lady, you know what I'm saying? While she was explaining the story to me about what happened with about a burger they had, all got into it about some shit. But anyway. So,
but he never flew off the handle.
No, he never flew off the handle, nothing like that. So,
what about her? You ever seen her fly off the handle?
Who?
Jocelyn?
On me one time, she had let me borrow $100, and I told her I was gonna give it back the next day. But later on that night, she got to texting me about the $100. I'm like, I just told you I'm gonna give you the $100 back tomorrow. I don't. But anyway, so she showed up at my house, and I'm talking about she was mad. I'm like, boy, I know you ain't trying me about $100. The minute $100 I done went through with you, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what but her flying off, she ain't never tried to hit me or, you know what I'm saying?
You ever seen her whipping kids?
Yes, if that's what you want to call it. Man, listen.
Explain that to me.
That girl. All right. I don't think. I don't know. I'm pro whooping. I think kids need to get their ass beat.
Man, I'm from South Alabama. I
really do.
Beat out of me.
Exactly. And my mom hit me with anything she was strong enough to pick up. But when Jocelyn was like doing man, now she ain't never hit the baby. You don't have no reason to hit no little baby. But when she hit doing man, it be with some shit so fucking flimsy. And I'm like, what the fuck is that doing? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he don't ever even look like he finna cry. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, boy, that boy gonna get you here. If you don't get some, you know, she didn't have he didn't listen to her. He'll listen to me. You know what I'm saying? He'll run, but you know, little boys, they'll try you, but you gotta nip that in the bud, and she just never does. He runs around and does what the fuck you wanna do, and then when she pick up something to hit him, it be some shit like a fucking piece of rolled up paper, like they just hit a dog on the butt with, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. So I don't get where they, like, she's abusing the kid. Neglect? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Criminal neglect? Yeah, neglect, yeah. Like, criminal neglect, though.
And Will, I mean, I just to be 100% with you, I mean, the thing is, I mean, ain't no doubt the kid's been neglected. Ain't no doubt she's a sorry ass mom. Bottom line. Okay. What we're trying to figure out is who beat that kid to death. And
this is what I want. So the child got beat to death?
That's what it looks like.
Chris did it. Listen, maybe my mama dropped dead if Chris ain't do. Listen, I know where Jocelyn was that night. And I know who she was with. And I was on the phone and back and forth to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that I was trying to find them another girl to come up there. They were going to have a threesome, her and Mario. They was at the room all night. They called me. I stayed on the phone with her till at least 7 o'clock in the morning.
And that part of it doesn't answer what we need.
Right.
There's a more complex side that we have to look at, timelines and things like that.
Right.
So, you know, that's something else. That's something that you just wouldn't be able to answer.
Right.
But, you know, with you seeing the kids, you know how she is. Let me ask you this. I mean, you've been around her when she's been snorting powder.
Right.
How does she get when she gets high?
Sit the fuck down. This motherfucker she always peeping. She always hear something. Dude, man coming downstairs. Yeah, dude, man's up there asleep. No, he ain't. I know he ain't. I mean, I think it's something in his house. I mean, she just really, and she does too much. Like, sit the fuck down, you're blowing my high. You know what I'm saying?
What about when she's coming off of it, when she's crashing, when she's ready to go to sleep? Is she grouchy, grumpy as fuck? I mean, how does she act?
She don't go to sleep. I don't.
So she just stays high.
As much as she can. But when she is coming down, she'll tear up the house looking for a cigarette. This is what she do every night before she goes to sleep. Oh, I know I put cigarettes somewhere. Oh, I got some cigarettes in this house. Man, lay down. Ain't no cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? So she trying to get I need one more cigarette. I'm going to sleep. Cigarette in the bill. I'm going to sleep. Man, take your ass to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So when she finally lays down, she lays down, and then she'll just sit there and fucking like halfway be asleep, like for 7 hours. Halfway be asleep. Anybody come in and smell a cigarette, she'll wake up and hit the cigarette. She's not a violent person. She'll never. The only time I ever seen her book was with me with that $100 that one time. And then after that, she gets to crying. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of my house. It's no crying. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? You just try me in my house. But man, that girl, like, bro, I'm willing to bet any last dime I have, man. That girl did not. That's not her. You know what I'm saying? A bad mother, yes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, and sometimes parents don't realize when they are handing out discipline, you know, if they're handing out right.
But she really doesn't. Bro, now I've known this girl for I don't know how long, like at least 14 years, some shit like that. Probably about 20. About 20 years. Close to 20 years. Man, this girl ain't no... Well, there was an incident with her and her daughter that I heard about, but...
Well, let me ask you this. If you gave birth to a kid, that's yours, right? And at night you're going to bathe that child, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You see some bruises on that child one night, that's going to make you want to know where the hell they're
antennas coming up. I want to know what the fuck is going on. You're right.
All right, so with this child having old bruising on it.
Man, my stepson had this. He has goddamn fucking
eczema.
Eczema,
Okay,
bad. Listen,
there's
bad.
a difference in eczema.
But listen, they look like webs. I can bring my son in here right now, and his eczema looks like webs.
I'm telling you what physicians have looked at, okay? Scientific evidence, bruising patterns.
Right.
There's a difference between scars and eczema, okay?
Right.
And that's what we deal with for a living. We know the difference.
Okay, I'm not.
So, but getting back to what I was saying, you can look when you bathe that child, and if there's some marks like that, as a mom, are you just going to not worry about where they come from? So, you see
Let me tell you this, though. Since Chris has been there, I haven't seen her give them a bath. Well, Chris does this I'm telling you, everything that has to be done, even when she's there, Chris is doing it. It's like he was a living slave. I swear. So I wouldn't put it past. I mean, she runs in and out like, Chris, I'm gone. Like, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't doubt if she hadn't seen it. Now, the thing that I know she did see, her mom called me and told me that the baby had a black eye. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I went off on her. I told her I don't know what's going on, and she was like, you don't even want to see it, Wick. If you see it, you're going to go off. So when I did go over there, I was looking, and I was like, what black eye are you talking about? But I'm looking like for the eye to be black right here. When I finally seen it, it was like this big. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really looking like that. I was looking like for his eye to be black. So it do look like he was hitting the eye. It really do. But see, when I came over there before that, I was over there right before he might have had the bruise on his side end, but when I came over there, she was asleep on the couch. Chris was walking around, Duna Man was jumping around the living room, and the baby was sleeping on her chest. And I kept trying to wake her up, and she was knocked out. And she would not, I was shaking her, and she would not move. But then the baby kind of moved, and she, you know what I'm saying, kind of like got up and put her hands on the baby and shit. But
when did you find out the child had passed?
When I was going over there it fell on my mind to go over there and say, but you need to stay at home with your kid. Cause like I said, I had talked to him till about like 7 o'clock that morning. So when I'm going over here, I don't know. It's fucking 12 o'clock when she finally did come in. You know what I'm saying?
Whose phone was you talking to her on? Was you calling her phone?
I was calling Mario phone. I thought I might have had her phone. Whose phone did I have? Yeah, I might have had her phone. That's how I'm saying. When she leave with somebody with her phone, I have no. Amber. This girl named Amber. I was texting her back and forth on Amber's phone, which was the girl I was with, and I'd rather you not bring her up because of my girl. But yeah, I was at Amber's house, and I was texting them off Amber's phone because Mario knows Amber too. So he was calling Amber, telling Amber, you got any friends or whatnot. That's how I found out that he needed somebody to come up there. You know what I'm saying?
What's LaJocelyn do for a living?
She's a stripper.
What else? Still a prostitution?
No, fuck no. I mean, she got people that she fuck with, but I don't never see her come back with no dividends for the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, give me just a minute.
All right.
So now the case pivots on minutes. Minutes that no one can firmly prove. Did Chris hurt that baby after she left? Or did the violence happen before she ever walked out the door? If her timeline shifts, even slightly, everything changes. This isn't just about who was there. It's about who's telling the truth. And in cases like this, truth is measured in timestamps. If you were on that jury, who would you believe? And this is only the beginning. Because coming up next, we're diving into more interrogation footage, the autopsy findings in detail, and the lie detector results that added even more questions than answers. Stay tuned. Because the deeper we go into this case, the darker it gets. Like, Subscribe and turn on the bell to be notified when we drop the autopsy result and the polygraph test.